Heyo and welcome back to Borderlands 4. Today I'm continuing a series where I farm one boss a bunch of different times, usually 100, and take down all their drops info so we know what dedicated drops they have and how much you can roughly expect after 100 farms, including world drops and purple rarities on UVH5. If you guys enjoy these kinds of videos, 90% of you watching consistently aren't subscribed, and it would be cool if you were, so consider subscribing, it's much appreciated. Today we're going over the single greatest Ripper drill site in the entire game in terms of insane drop rates. It is the Ripper Roadbirds. If you haven't heard of them, their dedicated loot pool is pretty solid. They've got 3 items total, starting with first my favorite, which is the Wombo Combo, which I actually put in one of my must-have legendary videos when the game first came out because it's really, really good. Particularly at mobbing, it does a ton of splash damage, which is again really good for wild enemies, just breaks all the crystals really quickly. And depending on boss, it does melt them pretty well. I just usually have a better option to go with. It does drop in all elemental types except non-elemental. They also drop the Potato Thrower, which is kind of just a worse version of the Wombo Combo because it's an explosive AR. This one does shoot potatoes as a projectile, so that's a fun gimmick, but it just is slightly weaker. Doesn't come in any of the elemental types as standard. You can incredibly rarely get Maliwan parts, like I've only ever seen it one time, so then it'll switch between 2 elements, like I got Cryo and Corrosive switch between, but again, incredibly rarely. And I tried it out in the same rapid gun damage build that I have, and it's not horrendous, it's just not as strong, so there's just better options literally at the exact same farm. And then finally we have the Spinning Blade, which does a decent amount of damage. It's a non-elemental throwing knife, which I haven't really messed around with a whole bunch, but its legendary gimmick is once you hit an enemy with it, it'll send a throwing knife back towards you, and if you catch it by just standing where it's going to land, it'll instantly refund the cooldown for you, so you can constantly throw it, catch it, throw it, catch it, without having to wait for like the 8-second cooldown that the regular throwing knives would have. To farm the Ripper Roadbirds, head to the top left of the map in Carcadia, Ruined Sumplands, where you'll find the drill site toward the top of that district, near the Wildhorn's Beard Safe House. Now, as for loot after 100 farms on UVH5, we got 50 legendaries total, which is crazy high for this game. One every other farm average is ridiculous. Of course, sometimes you'll go 10 farms without getting anything, and then for like 5 farms straight, you'll get multiple legendaries in every run. But on average, still an insane number. 18 of those were world drops, which again is by far the most we've gotten. Usually 100 farms of a regular boss drops maybe 1 world drop with their dedicateds, often none. And then even the last drill site we did dropped less than half of that over the 100 farms. Out of the 32 legendaries we got that were dedicated drops, we got 9 Spinning Blades, 11 Potato Throwers, and 12 Wombo Combos. Absolutely no complaints from me on that spread. Not only did the drill sites continue to drop like an even amount of the dedicateds, which the bosses definitely haven't been doing, but the one we got the most of is the particular item that I wanted, and generally the better item, which comes with more variants with elemental types and that kind of thing, which is great. Speaking of the elemental variations, I did manage to get 1 each again, just like we did with our last drill site. We got 1 shock, we got 2 cryo, 2 radiation, 3 corrosive, and 4 fire Wombo combos, which I'm basically just set for life on Wombo combos now. In saying that, I didn't manage to get any shiny or phosphines this time, unfortunately, so hopefully the big Moxie's Encore event for the week, whenever it comes around to Ripper Roadbirds, we get lucky, because 100 farms on Ripper drill sites is way more time commitment than regular bosses, and I can't be bothered with that anymore. Now, as for purple rarities, they are some of the best items in the game, as most will know, but they don't have dedicated drops. You just kind of hoping they will drop. I bring you the single greatest location to farm purple rarities, any purple rarity that you want in the game, whether that's Buri SMGs, purple enhancements, spread launches, beam tosses, any purple rarity. In 100 farms of Ripper Roadbirds, we got 1,605 purple rarities from the bosses alone, plus the 60 we got from the mobs that you have to fight anyway to get to the bosses. 1,665 total purple rarity items, which is an insane average of 16 purples per farm. That is ridiculous. In comparison, the Meathead Riders that we farmed last, which is also a really good Ripper drill site to be clear, only dropped 592. So Ripper Roadbirds are just shy of 3 times that, and for regular bosses comparison, an end game boss or an end of the story boss, Callus the Ripper Queen only dropped 194. in 100 farms. So that is over 8 times that. Also, out of the 1,665 pebbles we got, 163 of those were enhancements. Again, over 2.5 times the amount we got from Meathead Riders, which again, great Ripper drill site, and over 5 times the amount we got from Bramblesong, that flying rat that drops the convergence. So in general, just an insane farm, highly recommend. Also, if you guys would like the build that's been in the gameplay, it is my Damage King Raptor build, already out on the channel. Feel free to drop a sub if you haven't already, it is much appreciated. I also have a Twitch channel and 2 other YouTube channels, one for Minecraft and one for a variety of different challenges on a bunch of different games, all linked down below in the description if you want to check out that. Other than that, have a fantastic day. I'll catch you guys in the next one. Till then, adios.